Oh, Haito, and welcome back to the Fairy Circle. It is I, Aito, your Moth Fairy Guide to Magically Fantastical Adventures, and today we are continuing in Stars and Time. But first, we gotta guess a game. I have no idea. Oak. Cornucopia? Cool. All right. Well, wait, I did it. I win. As I often do. All right. So, last time we hung out with everyone and Siffrin wanted us to beat the entire thing without dying to loop ahead. I have yet to decide if I think that sucks or not. I feel like if we do that, I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably end up doing less fights because I don't want to just spin forever on these floors. So honestly, mechanically, I think doing those fights again, or doing the whole thing again, is just gonna not do us any good. Not that we're gonna actually have lower levels, because you can't have lower levels. Actually, I guess when you put it that way, kind of doesn't matter. Your highest level for each character gets saved at each save point, or at each floor. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. Bop, bop. All right. Problem is, I don't remember where some stuff's at. I guess Siffrin doesn't lose experience, so they're not really losing anything by doing that. Bow. Rude. Alright. Buff. Rock. Rock. Cool. Alright. I have to remember how to do these floors. Bam, bam. Rock. Pop. Nice. Pop, 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 pop. I've changed my mind. I already don't feel like sitting through all the floors again. Sorry, Siffrin. I'm not that nice. Wap, wap, bada, bow. Okay. So we need to talk to the king. Whatever that means. You wake up, you dreamt about someone crying into nothing. Whose voice was it? Okay. Okay, they still keep their thingies. Good, good. Alright. Ready. Alright. I remember you. Is that so? We shall fight. Okay. How do I talk to this mofo? I'm not gonna zone out, but we'll see. Not advantage to beat him last time, but you still have so many questions. Why is he freezing Valgard in time? Does his power have anything to do with the time loops you're stuck in? If you ask him something, will he answer? Fine. You can now ask the king questions by going into the craft menu. Things I let you do, Stardust, I swear. Ask. Ask the king, what's your goal? My goal? Sif, does it matter? It doesn't. Your reasons don't matter at all. But they might. Why do you want to freeze Valgard in time? Siffrin? Oh, can't you guess? Can't you tell? Oh, stars. I thought my intentions were clear, but no one seems to understand. We don't know. We don't understand you. Why would you want to make an entire country suffer and expect everyone to be okay with it? There must be a reason. Why would you freeze Valgard in time? And only Valgard, for that matter. That's true. No other country has been attacked. With a power like yours, you could freeze more than just Valgard. But you stopped at the borders. Other countries are safe. Why? Oh, because Valgard is perfect. Perfect? Such welcoming, creative people, always willing to welcome travelers in, even travelers with no name, no home to speak of, such precious memories. Is perfect. I do not want it to change. I want it to stay exactly how it is, so it cannot ever be destroyed. That's so... But backwards thinking. I don't know what about Valgard made it perfect for you, but you cannot stop us from living. Ask the king, are you the one doing this to me? Oh, doing this? Stars, you don't want to explain it in front of everyone, but the king could be the one trapping you in time. The one imprisoning me here. Huh? Imprisoning you? Whatever is happening to you, I am not the one responsible, right one. But that scent around you, could it be? It does not matter. He doesn't seem to know what you're talking about, so the king isn't the one responsible for the loops? Isn't that weird? You're looping through time, he's freezing it. Aren't you using the same power? Power over time? Ask the king, how are you freezing people in time? Huh. Psst, Sif. Could have told you that one if you asked. It's Timecraft, buddy. Timecraft. You've heard this before. Timecraft. The ability to craft time itself. But Timecraft is supposed to be impossible to control. How can you use it, let alone do it at such a grand scale? Oh, the Bright One isn't bright enough to know of timecraft, they will not be bright enough to understand how. Ouch.
Don't be mean to friends. Shut up.
Timecraft. That's something to look into, isn't it? Either way, it doesn't seem like he's the one trapping you here. Since you're here, it might be worth it to beat the king now so you can go talk to the housemaid. And she said something before about how you're looping, about something being broken. She knew something. After that, you have to find more information about timecraft somewhere. And you can always go back and fight the king if you have anything else to talk about. What is he weak to? I forget. It's either paper or rock. I think it's paper. I'm sorry, I hit him with rock. So there's just a start. The king waits. Slow. Alright, adorable moving shield. So weak. Isabeau's turn. Smack. Nice. Paper Alpha 5. I should have put the thing on Bonnie that makes them do more damage. Okay. Let's buff everyone's attack. Oh. Isabeau's gonna get time stopped. Kill me though. Oh wait, no one needed to be healed. I was looking at the wrong meter. Bam. Oh no, it didn't die. Just got killed. Isabeau, this is not the time. Whoa, nice. I forgot she had that on. Perfect. All right, it's fine. It worked out. We survived it. Okay, yeah. This is the same. Paper. Paper. Jackpot. Make up the time. Or the king's defense. Back. Holy care shield. Turn it up. Isabeau. Smack. Nice. Card. Paper. Guard. We will win. Boost all stats for 5 turns. Alright. Smack. Good crit. So now for this part, yes. Alright. Card. Slow the king. Card. Fuck. Whatever. Let's get a jackpot. Okay. The tears are weak to scissors, if I remember right. Or no, they're not weak to it, but they're not resistant to it. Hit everyone. Fuck. Okay. I don't know what the tears do, TBH, but I don't want to leave them around to find out. All right. Bam. Boost everyone's attack back up. Let's see if Mirabelle can use her. Actually, she should heal herself. Everyone else will get healed on this next attack. Alright. Nice. Guard. King waits, which means we need a Holy Care Shield. Or no, we need a Adorable Moving Shield. Bam. Bam. Guard. Nice. Let's not use anything. Let's just build up paper attacks. While we wait for him to do this thing. There we go. All right. Now let's finish it. All right, slow, first of all, chill out. Speed everyone up. Paper, jackpot. Bam. All right. Boost everyone's attack. Probably should have saved that, but yeah, it's fine. Hey, what is up? Hello, hello. What should I do? Who should I heal is the question. Heal the healer. Hello, hello. How was the rest of the safariing? Did you get anything cool? Bop, 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 bop. Shit. There we go. Bam. No shinies, I believe. Surely it'll be the very next Pokemon you see. But yes, hello. We are doing In Stars and Time. I'm beating this guy up so that I can talk to some lady after. Which guard? This is an RPG where we're stuck in a time loop. Ain't that wacky? The king whimpers. What a bottom. Bam. I think it was Omori meets Undertale. I'm sure it was inspired by both. According to my Steam library cache folder, it came out of all the games I own. It is the one that came out directly after Deltarune chapters 1 and 2. I don't know if it came out after chapter 1 or after chapter 2, but it comes right after the folder that has the stuff for the chapter 1 and 2 demo. It always leads back to Earthbound somehow. Taru, which means it always leads back to Dragon Quest, which means it always leads back to Ultima. Which means it always leads back to Dungeons and Dragons. Which means it always leads back to The Lord of the Rings. All right. Dungeon. Ally Dragon. Boom, boom. Team attack. You die. She drag on my dunge till I in. Yeah. I've heard it all before, pal. Skip button, yay. You're happy to see them happy. The fact that there's a save here makes me feel like there's going to be eventually on one of these loops, there's going to be a fight right after this. All right. Put yourself in front of Odile so she doesn't have to see how impossibly high you are. She's so high. Hi, lady. All right, I got some questions for you. Yep. Here again, last time you got here, you looped right back to the start after talking to the head housemaiden, didn't you?
Is the loop breaking when you talk to her? Does she know why? If you talk to her, will time loop back again? All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Gotta talk to everybody first. Okay. Wah-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Before you forget, though, oh, we got new dialogue this time. Do you have some snacks left?
Oh, well,
Bonnie looks through their pockets.
wait, I have some pineapple slices left. I won't give them to you.
I'm super hungry.
That way, I'll survive until I eat dinner. See, aren't I so smart?
Very smart, but you're smarter. You should make sure to talk to everyone you need to before talking to Isabeau. Interesting. All right. Why is that, I wonder? Also, we're allergic to pineapples, so if we ate those, we would have died. To do your fake... Oh, we're calling her out. To do your fake research? Don't tell anyone. I'd like to see Isabeau try to figure it out for a little longer. Very excited to hear what he comes up with next. Spoonology? Bananaology? Yeah, you got this. Bananaology would be quite appealing. Oh my god, wait, she laughed at my pun? What the fuck? I'll miss you, Siffrin. You're a little strange, but you're a good kid. Crazy. Hi, Bo. Alright, are you gonna do it this time, or are you gonna pussy out again? What happened? Oh, okay. I couldn't see the text box. You freaked out on me. Oh my god. Okay, last time it was not Mirabelle last time. So that means it changes. That changed, which is interesting. I don't know. Oh. Is that why we brought up the pineapple slices? So they would be eating those and not interrupt us? Oh, because last time we got interrupted because they were hungry. Oh, shit. Okay. So I have to do this at least 4 times to get, potentially to get Isabeau's love confession. Interesting. I'm so glad we managed to win. Can you believe it? I think this calls for a group hug.
Group hug.
Pass.
Of course you'll pass. You and Fred never join group hugs. Group hug, group hug.
Group hug. Sure, I guess it's fine for a group hug. It's time for a group hug. Yay. Watch Mirabelle, Isabeau, and Bonnie hug. What did you have to? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It wasn't that important. Come on, go talk to everyone. I have some thinking to do. But Sif, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're near Jovent, okay? You nod. All right. Hi. Yep. Yep. It's the same so far. You should ask her something quickly in case the loops restart on its own again. Something like, you said something was broken. What was it? Broken? What do you... Oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Huh? Something's weird. Is she... Oh. Siffrin, I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Lady, you inhale sharply, almost choking on the smell of burnt sugar around you. Stars. No, 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 no. She is. You're not imagining it. She's repeating the exact same thing as the first time. Don't just repeat it. Say something. Oh, God. She won't say anything new. Some help you are, lady. No, no, no. She could have answered your questions. Why? Even though you asked for something different at the start of this conversation, why is she repeating the exact same thing? Just talk to me. You feel a tug in your stomach. Oh my god. Something's broken, failing, rotting.
Fuck.
She really repeated the same thing, huh? Usually when you react differently, everyone reacts differently as well. But it was like you weren't there. Why? The king spoke of something called timecraft. It might be time to find out more. You should ask the Dormont librarian, see if they know something. All right. Off I go. Hi, Mirabelle. What? Yep. Talk to you later. Carrots. All right. We're so fast. Super fast, super fast, super fast. Bam, bam, bam. Boop, boop, boop. Goodbye. All right. Library. Hi. Anything about Timecraft? Timecraft? Like, specifically? I'm not sure. You should look through books about craft. We have one here, but it might not talk about Timecraft much. I wonder. Where could you find Craftonomy books? Craftonomy. The librarian notices your confusion. Oh, the study of craft in general is called Craftonomy. I don't know. Think the libraries here or in the house carry any. Maybe you should look elsewhere? Also, why am I thinking about candles right now? Must be nothing. Someplace other than the libraries. Maybe someone's dorm room in the house. Okay. So it'd be aren't all the dorms on the 3rd floor? Is there anything I need to do? I know we need to go through their dialogues again. Boop-a-doop-doo. And I know it makes the ability we get slightly weaker, but I think it's worth just skipping through it. Yay. Alright, I gotta get the drawing of the group. It's required on every loop. Yay! Okay, let's get the flower. Have we given it to Isabeau? I want to see what happens. Okay. First, let's do Bonnie's thing. Yeah. Love rice, pineapples, samosas. without cheese with potatoes. All right. Nice. Okay. Iodile. I feel like there's a good chance that's not how you pronounce her name, but I refuse to look up any alternate pronunciations. Don't really. I get why they make you go through these because it's the abilities you get from doing it. Even the weaker version you get from zoning out is really good. But it's a little tedious, TBH, because it'd be one thing if you never got forcefully looped back here, but you do have to get looped all the way back here, and this opening bit is already tedious enough. A repeat loop. Wow. Okay, first we need to give flour. Let's see what happens. You get it now. Oh, the hand thing. This is him trying to touch you. You freeze. His hand is in the air and goes closer. Closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder and goes back to his side. Flour for you.
What? Flour. Ah! For me?
You're the only one here, Isa.
Yeah.
Isabeau takes the flour and cradles it gently in his hands.
Thanks, Sif. I'll treasure it forever.
He seems happy. All right. I have finished helping everyone out. All right. Save the best for. Oh, I almost didn't catch that was new. That we said I saved the best for last this time.
Aw, Sif, I'm glad. I was just thinking I wanted to hang out with you today since I saw you running around with everyone. But you didn't talk to me much today, so I was worried about you. Didn't want to. It doesn't matter. I'm glad I thought about what we could do today then.
Interesting. All right. All right. Yeah. Yes. What would happen if you stayed with this version of them until the end? Would anything happen? Would anything change? I'm gonna be so real with you, Sifrin. Don't. I am not the type of player that wants to do the entire house all over again. Alright, let's not kill it. this time. We kind of freaked them the fuck out last time. But it's okay. To be fair, I may consider if I get like if we haven't beaten the game after Thursday stream, which I'm I'm like 90% sure we won't. I might consider looping back, getting the stronger versions. I don't know, because the problem is I don't want to like do a full playthrough where I get the stronger versions of their abilities, where I have to actually manually mash through the cutscenes and stuff, only for the game to force me to go back to the beginning, all the way back to the beginning, and have to do it again. But I could do a playthrough where I hang out with all of them and then play through without looping or skipping, just to see what happens. And I don't know, and just tell you if anything interesting happened at the start of the Sunday stream. Anyway, smack. Buff. Rock. Rock. Have we won the stars? Have we won the time? We got to the top and talked to the king, and he was basically useless. And then we talked to the house maiden, and for some reason, she's the only character who loops identically or close to it, even when we try to talk to her differently or something, which implies that she's more stuck in a loop than everyone else somehow. But she also says it's her fault, so that wouldn't be that weird, honestly. So, she may or may not have been fucking with things she should have left alone. Much like when I played Pokemon Channel and kept moving my computer's time forward, and then when I looked up people to raid into, it kept saying everyone's streams had been going for 90 plus hours. But no, we have not won time or the stars, but we are one step closer. We're going to go investigating to find something about Timecraft that we didn't already know before, which will hopefully lead to us I don't know, knowing more. Boop. All right. Should be on the 3rd floor. Where the dorms are, I believe. And 1, 2, 3. You've just passed your 20th loop. 20, is that a lot or too little still? Back to it. I do have that one memory that makes my HP go up by 5 for every loop, so that would put us at a pretty good HP, but it also means that I don't get to put on the other cooler memories that, in my opinion, are worth it. Equip. Bonnie. Memory of training. Bonnie will never miss. Let me do that one. Oh yeah, we did get the walk, didn't we? Bonnie's buffs will always boost defense. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do that one. Okay. Heavy book, higher attack, boost attack with +1 cooldown to all craft skills. Nope. Boost attack and crit chance but lowers defense. I said no to that one, but now that we have an automatic defense boost at the start of fights, it might be worth it. So all stats, health items go up. +30 to all stats. Oh yeah.
Oh, then I don't get the attack speed. Fuck. But the attack speed up is so good. All right. Let's see. Crystal Knuckle. Oh, oh, right. It just gets rid of the paper mache thing. 30 all stats. Anyway. Okay, yeah. Auto attack up at the start of battles. Actually, that's pretty good. Kind of, I feel like it balances out the losing the +5, so I'm putting that on. Boost attack lowers attack speed, but we're getting an auto attack speed boost at the start, so I think it's worth it. Okay. Anyway, let me save actually. Hold on, so that all that stuff doesn't get lost. Boop. Nice. We're still in Act 3. I don't know how many acts there are. So Act 3 is either going to be like 4 streams long, or this is not a 3-act structure. Look at all those buffs right at the start. Fuck yes. Alright. Bam. Also, I never explained for people who haven't seen this game yet, but you know how, you know, like stuff like Pokemon has like the weaknesses and stuff, and it's basically rock paper scissors. Well, this time it's literally just rock paper scissors. Die. All right. Bam. 666 damage. That's metal AF. Bam. Ooh, go Bonnie. All right, cool. Don't need to pick that up. So whose dorm is it that I need to go to? It's one with candles. That's all I know. Do I need to look for a dorm room with candles in it? Presumably it's somewhere that I can just get to with it set to unlock everything. I hope. Can't go through there. Not yet, at least. We don't know how to read whatever language that is. This is candles. Wait. Wait. Bodycraft. Let's see. We don't need bodycraft, we need timecraft. Wait, I think this. Sorry, I didn't even notice. I think this dialogue is new. They were talking about bodycraft and how apparently in Cobway it's illegal and it can put you in prison. Because if you can craft your body to your liking, where's the limit? Take the king, for example. They say he crafted his body to become so massive he can destroy houses in a single gesture. And that's without mentioning his mastery over timecraft, too. But that's... I'm not saying Cobway is correct. I'm just telling you their point of view. Plus, it's not like there aren't ways to do bodycraft in Cobway, if you know where to look. Oh my, Madame Odile. Are you part of the underground resistance? I'll never tell. Resistanceology. Had this cloak for a while. Yeah.
Oh, they don't want me to look at the changed, the diary of this person's changes.
Hey, don't look. It's private. Just because everything's everything's frozen doesn't mean we should look at everything, you know?
Oh, I wasn't aware. My apologies. He's right. You look away.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You two didn't know. But still, this brings back memories. I would love to craft my body more. I'd love to be 2 centimeters taller.
Why 2 centimeters? Aren't you tall enough already?
I think you're too tall and you should cut it out. Cut what out? Anyway, Mira, you don't understand. With 2 more centimeters, I'll pass the threshold. With 2 more centimeters, I'll finally be tall with a capital T.
I support you and your tall dreams. What a simple reason. Crafting your body, huh? Come to think of it, bodycraft may be how the king managed to become such a giant, didn't he? Maybe you could talk to the king about it. And you know, instead of crafting your body itself, maybe there are easier ways to gain height.
Oh, like what? You could wear high heels. High heels hurt my feetsies.
Drink lots of milk.
Milk makes me sick sometimes.
Oh. Alright, Isabeau is lactose intolerant, confirmed.
You could tie your hands to a pillar and tug on your feet really hard. Worth a try. Anyone have rope?
I'm sorry I brought it up at this point. Let's stay focused, please. Okay, we have something new to ask the king, but I don't want to go back to the king just because we got one new bit of dialogue. So, we already did this. There's got to be something else I can look into without having to go talk to the king again. Surely.
Same bathroom we already went to.
Oh, this is new because we've already been through here on this loop.
Isn't it the same bathroom we already went to? Or isn't it the same bathroom we already went to already?
Seems so. Okay, bathroom. I guess we're going back in. Anything new? You don't really need to go. You sit on the throne and think about nothing. You hear voices outside the bathroom. Ooh. Oh no, it's the same thing from last time.
Dang it.
All right. I'm sorry. Why are we back here?
Madame, are you saying Sif was wrong to bring us all the way back to a room we already searched top to bottom because there's only one thing here? Madame, you're so weird.
Okay. There's gotta be something. I don't know what. I feel like I don't want to go and fight the king again and get sent all the way back to the start again just because we got one new bit of dialogue for the king. But I don't know what else to do. So, fuck it. The only other option I can think of is to check every room on every floor. But the problem is we don't have like any new like keywords or whatever. So I don't feel like we would notice anything new. Or would we? I don't know. Fuck it. I feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Must not have been important. Okay, is that... What does that mean? Is that telling me I didn't do enough? And I shouldn't have done this, or what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going back to floor 1. You dreamt you were eating a rotten apple. Your stomach hurts already. Okay. I want to check every room available. And hope that I can find something other than just this one bit of dialogue. Bam. Okay. Paper. What the colors of this game could be, like what Sif's clothing would be, or do you just think of it as white? No, specifically because they've mentioned that colors used to exist and that it's theorized that they forgot how to see colors, so I'm waiting for us to unlock color at the end of the game. So if I had to guess, I would say that Sif's outfit is probably like a dark blue or a black because they're a rogue, but I could be wrong. But that would be my guess. Ow. Oh, you hit your hip under the counter again. Siffrin, did you really hit the counter and say nya? Oh, I forgot about this. Cat Sif. Imagine with Ralsei's color palette. That makes sense. It is a similar outfit. This did come out late enough after Deltarune Chapter 1. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be that crazy. I think Mirabelle probably has... I think the light color on Mirabelle is either white or pink. Isabeau, I think, has... profile. Bop. So Isabeau's got a black shirt. I think that the sash and stuff is red, if I had to guess. And so is their hair. Let's see. Odile. I'm not really sure. Probably like a lot of, I guess, like purple or blues. I'm not sure. Bonnie probably has like an orange or yellow hat because it would fit with the bright color would fit with their, and maybe the shirt as well. I don't know. It would fit with their personality. I guess, to be fair, I said Siffrin would have dark colors, but if they were dark colors, I don't think it would be a white. I think it would be like a dark color like her top. So maybe it is like something brighter. Don't know. Door's locked tight. Oh, right. Leave the door alone. Anywhere that has books. One of them is very striking color. A Mewtwo clay figurine. Wait, isn't this the book Bonnie was looking at before? Or book looking at on the 3rd floor? They were very defensive about it. You look at the back. Life to Ashes. Death rituals from around the world. Would Bonnie look at this? Interesting. Alright. Anywhere that has books is the most likely place to have new dialogue. That might be important later. So that is my current goal. Let's see. Anvil, Sharpening Stone, Forge. Sharpening Stone. Yeah. Do I have to play all the way through to keep the sharpening stone, or will I, if I save, will I and loop forward, will I keep it? I don't remember this sadness. So we either never saw it or we only saw it like one time and I forgot. But it's weak, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Books. Some notes. Papers. There seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. Just to keep them in mind for later. There's nothing more to be found. Okay. Books. Books in the House of Change. Chateau Castle. There's a book on the thing. Craftonomy book. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is one of the kinds of things we're looking for. Racing craft, creative craft. Where's the protecting craft chapter? Craftology. A book about the study of craft. Could it have any information about timecraft, maybe? Does that craftonomy book have anything on timecraft? Timecraft? What for?
It is related to our situation, isn't it? With the king.
We don't have time.
What's timecraft? I don't know what that is. Should we have a crash course on timecraft then?
Fine. Odo flips through the book. It does have a section on timecraft. All right, so timecraft is, as the name implies, the power to wield and craft time itself. It's a type of craft that's been hypothesized to exist for decades, but its existence has never been proven. Until now, right?
Stopping time. That's what the king does, right? So the king is using timecraft.
The king most likely is, yes, which would make it the first time in history someone has managed to harvest that power. Outside of stories told in family tales, that is.
I've heard scholars outside of Valgard are really excited right now. Timecraft confirmed to be real. So they're happy because he froze people in time?
Well, it's more complicated than that. Morals aside, it does change everything we knew about timecraft. Think about how timecraft could be used. The king is only stopping people's time, but it could be used for many other things. Used to hasten or slow people's time too. Maybe make people's bodies younger or older. Maybe make buds grow into trees in an instant.
Worst case scenario, it could be used to change history itself. Crafting time to go back in time and change history. Whoa.
Whoa. Who would ever do that? Possibilities are endless and terrifying.
Definitely not the kind of power you want in someone's hands.
And definitely not someone like the king. And correct me if I'm wrong, but crafting time wouldn't be like crafting clay or to a specific shape or crafting a sword. Those are easy enough to do and won't tire you out, but crafting time? Something as basic and essential as time? Wouldn't it ask for immense amounts of power? Exactly. Crafting clay barely asks for any power from the user, but crafting time... It was theorized that crafting time, even to pause time for a single second, would probably kill the user immediately. Huh?
Kill them dead? Kill them dead.
And yet the king is still alive.
So it raises the question, what gave him enough power to use timecraft without dying? And how did he learn how to use it?
Good question, Isabeau. You have pretty smart insights sometimes.
I sure do. Timecraft is what the king uses, and it's dangerous. Got it.
I suppose talking about this was useful. I'm surprised you're curious about this, though, Siffrin. You shrug. Timecraft. A type of craft that allows the user to control time. Isn't that what you and the king have been using? But neither of you should be able to use it. Using it would ask for immense amounts of power, so then what gave you this power? Maybe you should ask the king about this, but what if it isn't enough? What if he doesn't want to tell you anything about timecraft? You talk to the king and the head housemaiden. Are those really the only two people that would know anything about the loops you're stuck in? Who else could you talk to about the loops to theorize? Loop? Oh, wait. There is one person. Okay. So should I go back to loop now then? Or should we explore more? Because that's what I was actually after. The body crafting thing we can ask the king was just an extra thing I happened to find. Hold on. Reach towards the light. Okay. I'm gonna go smack my hand on one of these tiers. Yeah, I cannot believe I dodged that. Bam. All right. I guess my two options are go on to floor 2 or just take what I've got and go back to loot. All right. I am a pro gamer. You're so right. Bam, 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 bam. And I'm pro gaming. It was alright. Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and do this while we're over here. You don't feel like going to the Change God statue is actually doing anything. Are you doing it wrong? Maybe you're not putting enough into it. So instead, maybe you should look at all the statues, looking at each of them carefully. This one, you tap the one you like the most on its head and breathe. You breathe in and out. Crouching down, you whisper to the statue and ask for speed. Your hand still on the statue, you whisper speed, speed, speed. You want your allies to be fast enough to attack first. It's what you want. You actually feel a little faster. And you do some side steps and you can tell they come easier than usual. You and your allies' attack speed got boosted. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that to change after a certain amount of loops. Cool. Hi, Bo. I need to do... Yeah, I'll just talk to them normally. Cue joke. Yep. Alright. Just hand get closer to you again. Maybe this time closer. Closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder. I find it interesting that after having had this conversation multiple times, we still get new dialogue for that. All right, bye. All right. I could have done that conversation in a way faster way that would have been like, hey, leave. But I felt bad doing that. Hi, Stardust. So, got any theories about the loops I'm trapped in? Why would I? Your name is literally Loop. Oh, stars above it is. Ugh. But just because I call myself Loop doesn't mean I know anything. I'm just bad at names. But I'll see what I can do. What's your question? You know anything that could help? Such a broad question, Stardust. As I've told you before, I know as much as you do right now. How can that be? What do you mean? Aren't you here to help me? Why don't you know more about the loops you're supposed to help me with? Don't you tee-hee me? Aww. I still don't have a good answer for you, Stardust. Isn't it already nice that you have me to talk to about these loops? You could be alone, stuck with only your tiny brain for company, with no one to talk to. Okay. Well, why don't we summarize what we know about those loops? We might find something out. You sigh and nod. Nothing better to do, you suppose. So, similar to how they have that one game, Darkened Sky on GameCube, where the different abilities are literally the powered by the different colors of Skittles. They should do a game with time loops and stuff in it, but the different time looping abilities are powered by different colors of Fruity Loops. You're currently stuck in a time loop for some unknown reason. Your loop starts when you wake up in Dormont and seems to end when you talk to the head housemaiden. Unless I die first or touch a tear. Yes, maybe the loop considers getting frozen, in time to be by those tears a sort of death. But why aren't you looping back when you get frozen in battle? Huh? Isn't it because I thought the tears work differently than an actual time freeze skill? Is that so? Well, you're the one getting frozen, so you'd know. So, you loop if something keeps you from advancing in some way. I wonder if other things would count as keeping you from advancing. Like what? Like, what if we cut off your legs? Would you immediately loop back? You can't advance if you have no legs, right? I'd rather not test that one. Oh, but understandable. But it is interesting, though. What makes the loop actually loop? You feel like you can remember a few times when time looped back on its own, even if it was just a few minutes. Maybe. Does the loop consider talking to the head housemaiden something that keeps you from advancing somehow? Oh, maybe, but what would advancing even mean then? Towards what goal? Is there something that happens when you talk to the head housemaiden that makes a certain goal impossible to accomplish? As you've found out, all of this might be the work of Timecraft, a power that should be impossible to use, but you and the king are somehow able to manipulate it. But am I manipulating Timecraft if I can't control it? But you can, can't you? You can more or less control where you come back, except when you talk to the head housemaiden, it seems, which brings you back to the start. But just being able to loop back in time and avoid death might count as you being able to use Timecraft. But if Timecraft is supposed to be too dangerous to even use, how did I get that power? And how can you break the loop for good? Yes, those are the big questions, aren't they? I do wonder about the limitations of your power still. What makes you actually loop? Somehow, I feel like finding out more about that would be useful. Stardust, we've been talking for a while, so maybe not right now, but when you have some time and you hang out with me for a bit. Huh? Hang out? I have a theory I'd like to test, and we haven't spent any time together, Stardust. I'm lonely. I want to have a long conversation with anyone. I want to hang out. Ugh. Again, it doesn't have to be right now. Our little hangout time might last a while, maybe even longer than the rest of the day. I'm sure you have plans for this loop, so I can wait until you have time, okay? A theory loop would like to test about the loops. It might be useful. You should talk to Loop and hang out with them when you have time then. Yay! I'll be waiting, Stardust. In the meantime... Right. Cool. I'm gonna take a break and then we're gonna hang out with Loop. So, BRB. Kaito. Alright, we can hang out now. Oh, our theory hangout, yes. But we can't actually hang out right now. It'd be pretty useless. How about you come back here early tomorrow after you're done acting things out at the clock tower? Wait, you want me to sneak out and spend a loop with me? Yes. But you always go to the house after the clock tower. If you're not here, what will everyone do? What will everyone think? Doesn't matter what they think. They'll forget it all in your next time loop after all. Hell yeah. Vegetable sandwich. Does it matter? I feel like it matters to Sifrin. But I've played one too many meta RPGs where your decisions matter and also don't at the same time. It matters. So you won't do it? You won't come and hang out with little old me? I'll come, yeah. Neat. See you soon then, you nod. Spend the rest of the night with everyone. I just thought about it because I was going to say we could probably hang out with them again and redo that conversation, but Loop remembers everything, so we probably can't redo that conversation. So I'm kind of glad I picked the option that I think matches more with Sifrin's thoughts, or how I read Sifrin's thoughts. At least. Early in the morning, rise into the street, light me up that cigarette, now strap shoes on my feet. While everyone's still asleep, you quietly slip away and head for the favorite tree. Also, I have no idea why I sing that with like a southern accent. Hardly know is from California. But you can't see Loop anywhere. Up there, Stardust, up there. Up there? Did Loop go back to their home or something? You look up, just waving at you from the top of the tree. I'm here, I'm here. Come and join me, Stardust. How? Oh, come on, just climb the tree. I know you can do it. You sigh and climb the tree. Nice. Ah, isn't it pretty, Stardust? We're so high up. You are. You can see the house from there. Everyone will be inside the house soon. You try not to think about it. Would they really go on without us just like that? Thank you for coming to today's Loop Hangout. If you hang out with me, it'll take some time and, well, you know how this goes. How far into this hangout can we get before it loops me back is what I want to know. Because this has to count as not being able to advance, right? I sure do. I haven't actually prepared anything to talk about, so tell me about yourself, Stardust. Really? I'd rather not. Huh? Why not? Don't you already know me? It just feels like it. You know too much about me. You knew my name, you know how I think. You knew me before we even met, didn't you? Kind of. Kind of? Do I know you? Oh, no, you don't know me. Don't worry, your memory isn't failing you this time. When we met under the favorite tree, that was the very first time we've ever seen each other. Is that so? So then, is that why you're helping me? Because you know me. Oh.
Not really. When I decided to help you, we were not a factor. You were not a factor in the slightest. You are now, I suppose, but does that mean you actually believe me when I say I'm here to help? You don't think I'm lying and I'm actually the one trapping you here or whatever? You really believe I'm here to help you? I'm not convinced of one or the other, to be honest. Yes, that's it. I knew it. You don't believe me at all. I don't mind, Stardust. I wouldn't believe myself either if I was in your place. But it's fine. Whether you believe me or not, I'm here to help you. So you can escape this loop. So you believe it's possible for me to escape? Of course. Why would I be here otherwise? I'm trapped here with you after all. I want to escape just as much as you do. I know how it feels, you know, to be stuck somewhere with no hope of escape. Forced to relive the exact same events over and over. Taking any deviation as a sign that things are finally going to change. That everything will be okay. And finding yourself trapped still. Look at me, talking and talking. Don't pay attention to me. I'm doing fine. Loop laughs sadly and looks at the house in the distance. Tell me about yourself, Loop. I'd rather not. Loop winks and blows you a kiss. Despite yourself, you laugh. You hear Loop laugh softly as well. Say, Stardust, that reminds me. I can't believe your first death was being crushed by the very first trap. How embarrassing. Hey, you and Loop animatedly talk about the different things you've done during your loops. It's nice to be able to talk about them with someone. You talk and talk until the sun has risen high above you in the sky. It'll happen soon now. What will? The theory crafting part of the hangout session, of course. You open your mouth to ask and then... You heard a terrible sound. Your head. You saw... something. I'm glad you decided to spend some time with me, Stardust. Sorry it's going to end with this. What? I thought maybe it wouldn't happen, but... See that light in the distance? It's from the King's floor. I see it every time you get far enough to fight him. His first attack. King's first attack? How long have you been talking to Loop? Who was the king attacking? Who is he? King doesn't attack or do anything until you get to him. He would only attack if someone... I can feel it every time. Whatever he does, it makes you see something, doesn't it? Something awful. Something so terrible that it's enough to bring anyone close enough to their knees. Stars, I wonder who he attacked. Can't even hear Loop speak. Your friends. They were against the king just now. You know how to survive the first attack. You found out, but... You hear someone cry out. You look at Loop. Loop is just looking at you, not saying anything. There's no pity in their gaze, no sadness, just some slight impatience like, did you figure it out yet? Did you figure out what made the king attack just now? There's only one answer, Stardust. Just figure it out already so we can move on. Who was the king fighting? Who did the king just kill? Did you figure it out yet? Did you? You start screaming. It's because you weren't there. They died because you weren't there. They're gone because you weren't there. You clutch your head, your hair, your stomach. Because you weren't there. Because of you, they're gone. They're gone. Because of you, 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 because of... You stumble and fall to your knees. You breathe harshly in and out. It's not working. Can't take a full breath. You can't... You hit the ground with your fist. Why? Loop doesn't answer. Did you know this would happen? Which part? You looping back or your party dying? I had a suspicion about the former. I was certain about the latter. You
Loop is looking straight at you. They don't even seem to care that you drew out your dagger. Somehow, this calms you down. If I tell you to breathe, will you? You breathe slowly in and out. What was that for? For funsies, of course. You take a step forward. And because I was curious to know how the loops work, aren't you? How the loops work? How could what just happened teach you anything about the loops? Think, Stardust. Why did you loop back just now? Because the king won, isn't it? Why would the king winning make you loop? You don't immediately loop back the second you and your party lose. Do you? Don't you? I kind of do, though. No, Stardust. You loop when you die. No, it takes a little bit. You loop when you die, Stardust. The fact that the king wins is irrelevant. But you didn't die just now, did you? So why did you loop? But it's the same with the head housemaiden. You don't die when you talk to her, so what makes you loop? You loop when the head housemaiden talks to you, and you looped just now. Why? Don't you think this would be important to figure out? Loop's right. There have been other times you looped back without dying too, but what could be the reason? I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to spend some time with you. We never got the opportunity to really talk after all, but yes, I figured this would happen. I won't say sorry, so you can stop waiting for it. Don't answer. Well, it looks like that's all you can find out about the loops for now, but you can still help your party, and you could still have questions to ask the king, don't you? I'll be ready to help you out next loop, but for now, I think we both need some time. Come back next loop, Stardust. You just walk away. I'm not going to bother getting their special attacks this time. Simple and clean. It's the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Let's see. No, I just talked to Luke. And even though he was helpful, even though they were helpful, they were also kind of an asshole. Hi, Isabeau. You're not going to say anything, are you? All right. Into the house. All right. Wow. 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 Punch. Cut. Smash. All right, let's get to a tier. We have 2 things to talk to the king about. So, do I want to go straight to the king, or do I want to fuck around on the 2nd floor first? Shouldn't take too long to cut through the 2nd floor. It'll be fine. Surely. All right. Yes. Wait. Okay. All right. First of all, hi. I was gonna try not to fight you. Maybe I should put the sadness thing on, so you run from me. Damn it. Let's do that for now. Okay. Cool. This is useful. Okay, let's explore. Okay, that's a little annoying, actually. Okay, we'll try to get past that one next time. Oh, it's one of the word locks. Fuck. Okay, well now we gotta get past it now then. Okay, there we go. Let's see, what's this book? Traps and how they work. Nothing more to learn here. Then no books in here. Books, some school books: mathematics, geography, crafting, art, sewing, cooking. Many random things. Bonding earrings. Isn't that what the frozen person on the way to the library was wearing? You picked up the book and flipped through it. It's pretty dry. You'd rather not read it, actually. Sifrina, you curious about bonding earrings? You nod. Do you not have those where you're from? You don't. We have bonding earrings in Kabwe as well. Let me explain it to you, Sif. You see, Sif, when people love each other very much... Oh, I want to know what happens when people love each other very much. No one's ever told me. Here's a bow. Many things happen, and then maybe they'll decide to get bonded and spend a very long time together. When they do, they'll start making a pair of bonding earrings. They're supposed to symbolize the other person, so the design is very, very important. And if the bonding is between 3 or more people, you'd make as many earrings as there are people. Interesting. Polyamory is normal in Valgard. Or normalized, I should say. Then you exchange earrings. So they'd each carry one of the earrings. I know it's not practiced everywhere, but it definitely is in Valgard. Not everyone does in Kabwe, but it's popular there as well. Not my kind of thing, though. Oh, so is that why you all wear earrings? Huh? What do you mean? You point at Mirabelle, Isabeau, and Bonnie's ears. No, that's not why we wear earrings. These are just regular earrings. Yeah, that's...
My sister said I had to wear them.
Well, it is very common for people to wear earrings, but it's not related. Mirabelle, Isabeau, and Bonnie look at each other. Is it related? I'm suddenly worried.
I haven't met a lot of people without earrings, even if they're not bonding earrings.
I'm with Sif on this. I've been wondering this if we were going to get more on this for a while because I was confused as to why everyone wears earrings and not only people who are bonded. It's true that I know very few Valgardians without earrings. Is this why we wear them as like a way to get us used to the idea at a young age?
Think we gotta do because adults said so?
Evil manipulation to force us to get bonded as we age? Huh. I suppose every country has its weird, antiquated traditions.
I guess so. It's kind of funny.
You. As a reminder, Mirabelle is Eroes. So the idea of like getting used, it's like this is like the equivalent of if in real life, it was very common to have kids wear rings on their left ring finger. I want to have all the earrings of all the partners though. Maybe a bonding charm bracelet would be better. A charm for each partner. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather wear something like a wristband or bracelet or rings or something than have my ears pierced. Personally. Mirabelle seems genuinely upset at the idea. Maybe you shouldn't have brought it up. Say something. But your earrings all look nice, though.
Oh, you think so?
You nod. Isabeau hides his face.
Anyway, your earrings are nice, Mira. They make you look cute. I like my earrings because I can hang things on them.
Yes, my earrings do look nice, and they were expensive. I'll throw them away dramatically another time. That's the spirit. I'd want a necklace. I like necklaces the most. Maybe a choker. Maybe. Could be fun. Maybe you could go see that frozen person again in a future loop. I don't think this is different. Maybe some shackles. A ball and chain, literally. No books. Everyone always jokes about a ball and chain being a bad thing in a relationship, but as a yandere, that just sounds ideal. Yeah, that's why I brought it up. The book seems a little too heavy for the book. What the fuck? Huh? Wait, pause everything else. There was a book there, and now it's gone. That was a very weak boo, Isabeau.
Yeah, I'm a spooky prankster.
Whoa, you stumble. There was something there, you remember. Did this happen because whatever you found here before is already in your possession? You feel dizzy. Oh shit. Interesting. See, this is exactly what I mean when I say I never liked using autocorrect. Crumpled poem on the ground. You pick it up. You got the crumpled poem. Oh, cool. You were there all along, but still you return home. You love and hate this poem in equal measure. Interesting. Random books. Pass. Nothing new. Okay. I just want to check everything. New or new potential like discoveries or dialogue. Okay, let's go to the secret library. Okay. Been EP and typing fast. I'm excited to be in stream or whatever. Fair enough. Colors. I've just never done it because I feel like I definitely fuck up words when I type fast, but also there's a new dialogue, but it's kind of it doesn't seem super important, but I feel like usually you can still tell what I mean. Odile is very suspicious of us on this loop because we told Mirabelle about the carrot method, which made her figure out how to do that shield attack before we actually read this book. But that's okay, because Odile's not going to confront us on it. Tier. Okay, let me swap back to Memory of Victory, and we did not find anything, so I'm going to go straight to the king. I have 2 things to talk to the king about, and hopefully at least one of them is useful. All right. Anyway, I don't have any new dialogue. Yet. I don't know if zoning out there will skip that dialogue, a chance to ask stuff. Oh wait, no, because that doesn't happen until the fight starts. Okay, ask the king. So you're using Timecraft.
Timecraft? I suppose I am.
But if you're using Timecraft, how did you manage to control it? Timecraft should be using measurable amounts of power that no mere human could have. So how?
Yes, it is true. I could not have harvested Timecraft on my own, so that's some help.
Help? Who would?
Oh, isn't it obvious? The universe would. I only had to wish for it and the universe delivered.
The universe? Who's that, a person? Nah, it's wow, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to remember. It's what's beyond this plane, correct? What's in the sky? You clench your fists. The king sobs.
I knew Valgardians were ignorant of it, but I did not think travelers from other countries were too. How could you have...
Valgardians, huh? Interesting choice of words. Are you not from Valgard yourself? He isn't, Madame Odile. I feel like I've seen an article about it somewhere recently. I saw it today. Where was it again? That might be worth finding. So you're not from Valgard, but you still want to freeze it in time? Where do you call home then? The king flinches. He does not answer. You shake your head and breathe out. An article about the king somewhere. If Mirabelle remembers it, you might have seen it somewhere too. Could it be somewhere in the house? I think it's on the first floor. Why are you so tall?
Oh, quite honestly, it just happened.
It just happened.
How?
After I fully accepted the power at my disposal, I found myself like this, towering over everyone. But I do not mind. I can see very far in this body. I can even see... ...
I don't think we're going to gain anything out of going to the House Maiden. So I'm just going to have everyone guard until the king does his big attack that kills us. Sifrin probably won't like, but too bad. You've forgotten the pain, but at least you can move a little this time. Stars, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Okay. Or the king strikes, you let go. All right. But she couldn't move. She was facing away from you, is always facing away from you. She can never move then, can she? Can't protect any of you. Can't protect herself. Can't even think about it. What face is she making during those final moments? Back to it. Wow. All right. Didn't expect that to get so dark right there. Okay, let's try to find wherever those things were at. The newspaper clippings about the king, or articles or whatever. Not this one, is it? No. All right. I thought I saw something like sparkling. Thought it was on the first floor. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, here we go. Papers, there seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. You never looked at them closely before, have you? Take a step forward. Oh, so many articles about the king. His conquest was slow enough that the Valgardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write them now. You all start reading random articles. This article is about his slow march to Dormont's house. This one is about him probably being from another country than Valgard. He really isn't Valgardian then? Oh, apparently not. This article says there's no record of him anywhere, up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. Looks like he lived in the city of Corbeau for a few years before he became the king.
So he was a traveler? Like Friend and Dial?
Please don't compare us to him, thank you. That's right. He did talk about Valgardians before. The way he phrased it, it did seem like he thought of Valgardians as people other than himself, and he said the thought of Valgard was... He said he thought of Valgard as welcoming, always willing to welcome people in, even someone with no name, no home to speak of. Go and ask the king where he's from later.
Oh, the article is about his fashion sense.
Huh? From what I heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle.
This article is more about his armor, actually. They even included a sketch. Look.
Well, it's very... shiny, I suppose.
Very imposing.
There's something that caught your attention, though. The patterns.
The patterns on his chest and gauntlets, you mean? It's just a weird lozenge. What's so weird about that?
Does that mean something other than... diamond-shaped figure. It's probably not pronounced like that then. Anyway, those are stars.
Stars? What's a star? Or what's a star?
The dots in the sky, correct? You nod. Is that so?
Oh.
This article here does mention his speech mannerism. Stars and sky-related things seem to be something he comes back to often. Stars, huh? What could be interesting about them? Stars. Is there somewhere in the house where you could find out more about them? Wasn't there... There was something. I don't remember where, because we haven't been there in a while. But I think it was like someone was studying like astrology type stuff. So we gotta go search. I don't remember bumping into it just now when we were on the second floor. So let's go to the third floor. You had a good sleep. Okay. I don't have enough. No. All right, then we'll just go to... Oh, shit. We got to do some battles to get stuff back, so... Let me put on this one. That we get more thingies every time we fight. Let's see. Bam. Oh, shit. Die. Okay, we have 3 Okay, so we need to get a 15, so we got to do 5 fights. At least. Bam. 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 Paper attack. Isabel. Oh my god. Good crit. Alright. Let's see. Yep, okay. 3 more fights. Bum, 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 bum. I do think, if nothing else, it probably would be worth, in my free time, warping to floor 3 with everything unlocked and doing a bunch of fights to raise the level that we're at. Every time we fight the king, even just by like 1 or 2 levels. Just because it'll make it that much easier when we do want to actually beat the king. Bam. Alright. Let's go back, because we want to start running towards the tier. Also, doing that would just give me a chance to earn a bunch of skirmish memories, so we can rip around a lot without having to worry. Bam. Go Bonnie. Alright. Blammo. Jackpot. Siffrin is level 59. Okay, I can do more fight. Hi. Nice. Cool. All right. Yes. All right. Swap this. Damn. Okay. We're gonna do fights while we're here. Also, I think so.
Pretty sure to get the sharpening stone and actually use it, we have to do a run where we don't loop forward by dying. Which means it's probably going to give us a really good weapon if I do it, but... also, we're going to want to actually do fights on this floor while running around. To get some skirmish memories. And normally that only gets us the one. Okay. Let's see. Kabam. All right. Let's see. Somewhere someone was studying the stars. Is it gonna be a place I can't get through this version of floor 3? Do we have to start with everything locked again? Because it feels like I haven't been wherever that room is that I'm looking for in a while, which kind of imply that that's the case. If it isn't, does end up being the case, it's fine. It won't cost us any memories to start this floor over with everything unlocked, or with everything locked. Nope, that was the body craft room. This is Mirabelle's room. Let's see. I think this just leads to the bathroom. Okay, I think we're gonna have to bump into a tier. And do the floor from scratch. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, well. Let's see. Just saved. I don't think anyone leveled up though, to be fair. But we lost some of that experience we got. Okay. Okay. Let's go. It's fine. We'll get some of it back now. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I remember you. Bam. 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 Nice to meet you. You're dead. Goodbye.
All right. I gotta remember how to do this floor. Bah. Rock. Crocodile rock. Damn. I'm trying to remember what order we had to get keys in, but I genuinely don't remember at this point. So we're just gonna follow the right wall until we get everything. I think it was one key on this side, one key on the left side, and then one key back on the right side. Or we go back to the right side for the crest. That's what it is. That's where we get the crest at. Get him when it explodes. Boop. Boop. Isabeau's turn. Nice. Good crit. Alright. Oh, right. We had to interact with the mirror. Cool. Okay, and now we go back to the left side. And we get the other key. Which was somewhere. And then the question is, where do I go to learn about stars and shit? There's two paths I could go down. Angry key, perfect. All right. Hi there. Well. Okay. Let's see. Excusez-moi, or not. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Cool. And then we beat this one and get a crest. Bop, bop, bow, bow, bow. Okay. I don't remember what type you are. Rock. Okay. Nice. Ow. Whammo. Alright. Let's go this way first. And let's see if it was over here. Nope. I don't think so. Anthology of Horror Stories. Okay. Some books. Poem about lovers on a bridge. Unfinished poems. Okay. Let's go save and then use a tier. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Nice. All right. Oh, there's one. Damn. Okay. Let's do that again. I guess I have 12 skirmish memories now. We're saving up on those as we run around. All right. I think we need to go this way. Hi. Punch. Slap. 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 Nice. I'm getting crits on that specific attack. Interestingly. All right. E. Wait. I. Alright, nice to meet you. Alright, regular scissors. Paper. Paper. Rock. Mirabelle's level 51. And that's why we need to save before we use the tiers. All right. Key. Back to the crest. All right. Hi there. This time I remember the ear rock. Hmm. Bam. Cool. Bow and Odile at 52. All right. We need to go up. Hi. Punch. Slap. Well, that was easy. Cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go. Wow, where are we? All right. Telescope is dusty. Big window.
The star's right. I remember just now.
But don't they only appear at night? We left early in the morning, so it should still be light outside.
I've heard it's always nighttime near the king. Maybe this is influence? It was dark around the house yesterday too, remember?
The stars. Stars like the king's armor. Stars like the king keeps mentioning. Stars like... You should remember them. Something in you tells you you should. Every time you raise your head and look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done dozens, hundreds, thousands of times, but you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you were even trying to see looking up at them. King, every time you face him, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is something you're not very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're a very forgetful person after all. You can't remember basic items, you forget where you're going half the time, you can barely remember people's names. You notice you're starting to forget whole loops. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that happened before before or or you breathe out and unclench your fists. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much now, does it? The king, does he want you to remember something? Does he... You should go and ask the king what he wants you to remember later.
Sif, you okay?
Lost in thought, Siffrin. You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. Well, let's go save. And then... Up. Pop, pop, pop. Alright. Let's visit the king. All right. Will we get anything new out of you this time? Uh-huh. Zone out, yes. Ask. What should I remember? Every single time you face him, he asks if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know, should remember, but... Does it really matter, Sifrin? He could just be trying to confuse you.
Yeah, speaking in riddles to friend. Stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything.
But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten?
Forgotten? Oh, bright one. Bright one, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole it has left behind, if not what used to fill it? Don't you feel it, its absence?
What the crap is he?
All of it, you've forgotten it all, bright one. They all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell. Everything from your accent to the way you use craft, to the stitching on your cloak and hat, to those pins you wear. You should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember. Okay.
So that place that got wiped off the map and no one can remember anything about it, the king and I are from there. Good to know. Should have seen that coming, maybe, honestly.
Please, please, just remember it. Say it. Make it real. Please, if you can remember, then maybe.
What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten.
I haven't forgotten anything, stupid.
Sif? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone has, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it has left behind. Something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed. Haven't they? Where are you from? The king looks straight at you.
What about you, bright one? Where are you from?
You flinch. You do not answer. You cannot answer. You hear the king laugh. Yep. That's all I needed to hear. Time to get wiped out by the king. So we can loop back. Who has stuff written down about it? I think we have to go back to the library. We have to learn how to read the language that makes everyone's head hurt. But I don't know how. King.
Bright one, as you lay there dying, what do you see?
Nothing. The ceiling. You hear Isabeau laugh tiredly. Hearing it, you laugh too.
Oh. Oh. So, even death will not bring it back. I knew this. I knew this, and yet. Oh. Oh.
The king strikes. One more time. You remember Mirabelle's face. Even faced with her own end, she was looking straight at the king. Unbroken even then. The king must hate that every time. Back to it. Old book. Get the book out. Try to read the title. We can talk to Loop. Hey, Stardust. It takes you a lot of time, doesn't it, to loop back and talk to me? Sure does. It's fine. Is it? It's fine. Uh-huh. But, I wonder if... Yeah, that's a good idea. How about I teach you a special craft skill so you can talk to me whenever? A craft skill to talk to Loop even when you're not near them? Seems impossible. Only because you don't know the specific hand shape for it. Yes, Stardust. A fourth hand shape. You can talk to me whenever. Are you interested? A fourth hand shape. If anyone would know about this, it'd be someone like Loop. You nod. Great. All right, are you ready? You nod again. So take your hand and make a fist. You do so. Then you're going to raise your thumb and little finger. Raise thumb, raise little finger. And keeping your hand in that shape, you're going to put your hand next to your face with the thumb to your ear and little finger to your mouth. That's the secret hand shape no one knows about. Interesting. You've never heard about this, but you have a bad memory. You may have just forgotten it. And then at the very last step, there's more. There is, Stardust. You just have to think very loudly. Boy, I sure wish I could talk to Loop right now. Now that part just sounds silly. Yes, that's definitely the silly part of the ritual, and that's it. Now, you can call me whenever. Well, mostly whenever. It might not work sometimes, especially if you get too far. And we won't be able to chat very long or anything, so you'll still need to come whenever you want a breather or need a chat. But now I can help you out and give you hints whenever, or if you want me to put it another way, you've just learned the skill called Loop. You can call me anytime to get some precious hints. To call me, just go to your craft menu and select Call Loop. Easy as pie. Ow. Teehee. Alright. Now that you're here though, how can I help you in this wonderful new loop? What should I do next? Find more about the loops. Need a refresher. Okay. Had a question about none of these really pertain to what I'm wanting though. I guess I'll ask anyway about these, just in case they give me some hints. At the end, Isabeau. The thing he said he'd tell you at the end of your journey. He mentions he wants to tell you something when you go and sleep at the clock tower. That's probably it. But someone interrupted him just as he was about to tell you. How unfortunate. Only there was a way to make sure he wouldn't be interrupted. Maybe you'd finally get to hear what he has to say. And it keeps happening, too. Bonnie was looking at a book. They were. And you found a copy of that book elsewhere. Life to Ashes, Death Rituals from Around the World. Why would they look at this book? What would make them interested in this? You think you know the exact moment that made them think about this? Should I check everything again? Let's see. If you really want a certain thing to change. How did you know I was allergic to pineapples? I just knew. What? How? I just knew, Stardust. Like, really? What am I again? A star, which is part of the universe. Indeed. So why wouldn't I know when the universe knows? You suppose that makes sense, but... Okay. That's it then. I find books about this place that's gone missing. It's not the library. We're gonna have to go checking around for books again. Honestly, the fact that I can't even ask about it almost makes me wonder if we don't have access to what I'm looking for currently, but maybe I do, and I don't know. We're gonna have to... I feel like remembering this place is gonna be the thing that we're gonna need to do. Like, this feels like the last... That feels like the last bit. Siffrin is level 60. Siffrin's being freaking powerful. Oops. Whatever. I can kill it. Easy peasy. I should have done paper. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna get crushed by the rock and skip ahead. So when this, we have everything unlocked on this floor. You felt safe. Kind of fucked up. It's interesting that they get mad at themselves for getting hit by the rock, but the rock seems like the most obvious way to skip past or to skip ahead whenever you have to start from the very beginning. But it almost, I can't tell if the devs just assumed you wouldn't use that or what. Because it always treats it as if Sifrin just forgot about the rock. It's just strange to me. I don't know. Cool. Bam. All right, let's look around for books and such. Trying to remember what's where. Hi. Honestly, we probably should. I don't know if it's worth even fighting, aside from getting the skirmish areas there. But I guess every fight we do also makes us slightly stronger every time we come back to a certain floor, which could, I guess, help, if only to make getting around that much faster every time, slowly but surely. I don't even remember what we did at that dead end. I assume it was probably one of the keys. Bam! Isabel was 47, Oda was 47. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where some books might be on this floor. Guess we'll check every room on this floor, save, and then we'll just probably stop there. And then we'll check the other floors at the start of next stream. Bam! Get him, Bonnie! Nice. book. What do I check? I'm really not sure. Honestly, if it's nothing, none of the stuff on this floor, I might just look it up between now and next stream, just so I know exactly what to do next. So we don't waste too much time. Or at least, I don't know. We'll see. No time with me is wasted. Thank you. But also, I want to know where to look. Because I don't want to just check everything only for it to result in nothing. I'm not sure of the fact that we can't even get a hint as to what to check about this means that I'm not ready to unlock it yet, or what. But it feels like the obvious next step to me. But this might be a Phoenix Rise situation where we have to unlock one or two things before the game actually lets me unlock the thing that I want to do. We'll see. I'm just trying to rack my brain on like what even. There's a specific thing I'm just forgetting. But I'm not sure. Nice. Kerblam. Nice crit. Does that even mean? Look at the card. You wonder who drew this. The Two of Swords. Okay. Shoulder parts. Pauldron Sifrin. For some reason, saying Pauldron Sifrin in her voice was like weirdly hard to say. So big. Pauldrons are big, and he is also very big. One pauldron might be bigger than all of us combined. That is a large pauldron. Pauldron house. Pauldron house. Pauldron house. Stop. The three of them share one brain cell. This has been confirmed many a time. Cryptonomy book. You like being able to be near them and not have to contribute. Oh yeah, I've had that before. How to craft candles. I guess we'll go save and then stop for the day. I'm really not sure what it is I'm even looking for. Like, I know we need to find something that'll help us learn more about the thing that everyone forgot, and Sifrin mentioned that someone has to have written something down about it, but I don't know what or who. I feel like there was one point where we tried to have a conversation about it and just couldn't, but I just don't remember where that was, or if we'd even be able to do more with that conversation this time around. We'll see. We will see. Boop. Dot. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize how low Ravel's HP was. But it's fine. We should be able to kill this pretty easily. I also forget sometimes how weak in general everyone is compared to Sifrin on these early floors, especially. Well, anyway, let's see and stop. Hopefully I can think of something or just find out what I'm supposed to do one way or another before Thursday. Okay, anyway, that's it for today though. So all right, guess with that, all right, tomorrow we're gonna start Pikmin 1, which should be fun. I don't think I've ever done a full playthrough of Pikmin on my own before, actually, so I know like generally what to do. The question is, do I want to do a playthrough where we actually get off the planet, or do I want to do like an any % type run where we just like get to the end? Because you do get a different ending. I'll try for it, I suppose. Shouldn't be too hard. You're limited on how many days you can attempt. I'll probably attempt like a get all the pieces type run. I don't think it'll be too hard. I don't imagine. I have a vague idea of what all needs to be done. I think I've seen it done before. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, we'll be doing Pikmin tomorrow and Friday, and in Stars and Time on Thursday and Sunday, and MLP in the Discord on Saturday. I think this Saturday and next Saturday we'll be finishing up season 6. And then we'll probably do something else for at least 1 week, if not multiple weeks, before we jump into season 7. We'll see. I'm not sure. I feel like I might have had an idea of something to do, but currently I can't remember if I did or not, or what it might have been. We'll see. Either way, you have a blue flavored popsicle. Hell yeah. The blue colored Pikmin are my favorite Pikmin in Pikmin 1. So how fitting that you mentioned Pikmin. Well, I guess I mentioned Pikmin as you were typing that, to be fair. At the same time, you had a blue popsicle. I think it's just because like the blue Pikmin have gills and they look like mouths, so it looks like they're just standing there with their mouths slightly agape. I don't know, it's funny to me. Anyway. Yeah. Curious if we'll be able to beat In Stars and Time this week, or if not, how far we'll get. We should get pretty close, I would imagine. Unless we just get like really stuck. But I'm probably gonna pull open a walkthrough before Thursday stream and just skim through for like the first thing it mentions that we have not done yet, and do that at the very start of Thursday stream. And I'll probably just keep following the walkthrough until I feel like I've got a good idea of what to do next. Because I like this game, but I'm not trying to do like every single possible thing. And I don't imagine you have to. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah. So that is the upcoming week. Yeah. I don't know. Cool. BPR. Oops, I'm at the wrong key. BPR, go follow Ringo Martiste. Very cool, very epic. Here is the raid message for anyone who wants to do that. And I'll go see if I can find somebody to raid. We're just doing more of that Hyperion Legends game they were doing that we raided into before. So we'll do that. Yeah. All right, cool. With that, thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next stream. Mwah.